This episode of JTTV is brought to you by the word surprise. It's a hidden gem, the Mauch Museum in Jim Thorpe. If you don't know, now you know. Today I'm here because I'm scouting location for Winterfest, which is coming up in February. It's luminaries, ice sculptures, and the annual mug walk. It's in its 30th year. So we're going to scout out, my friends David and Brian and I, we're going to scout out the Mauch Museum to see if we can create a winter wonderland inside. There is so much history on and in these walls.
Carly. I'm Michelle Gallagher.
Oh, yes.
Conspirators,
Yes,
Brian and
so let's
David.
go upstairs.
Yeah.
Bill, I'm going to take them
Hey.
upstairs.
Carlene was nice enough to show us upstairs, but what she didn't know is that I've already performed dozens of weddings in this beautiful, beautiful venue. And I just want you to see it too, how gorgeous this space actually is. It's remarkable. Imagine a winter wonderland. I can just imagine. I'm so excited. But let's get back to what's on the first floor, the history and the love and the beauty that is this town, Jim Thorpe, which used to be named Mauch. So let's look around the museum, shall we? When I look at these things, it's hard to imagine that my father's father, Frank Gallagher, worked on the railroad. Many of our relatives worked in the coal mines. I can't imagine what it was like to be alive back then.
It's all about Jim Thorpe. The athlete. This is where it starts here. It tells you about his.
Most people may be vaguely acquainted with the story of the athlete Jim Thorpe and how he came to be buried in our town. But a lot of people don't know that this town was previously named Mauch. And in the United States, in the Victorian era, 13 millionaires out of 27 in the entire country lived here. It was the hub for the Industrial Revolution, which is what I told Mark Ruffalo when I met him on the street outside my house. The history on and in these walls is remarkable. My video is not doing it justice. You have to come and check it out for yourself.
But they would get a daily supply of this coming from the mine in Mount.
Still getting.
No, they're done. They shut down, I think, in the early 80s or late 70s. That's a shame.
But there's still coal in there.
Anyway.
In the mine. Or somebody down below would let the engine house know by ringing a bell. That would tell him to start the Barney car. And the Barney car will come out of the pit and push the car up the hill. That would take 18 to 20 minutes to get up there.
This thing right here is called an orchestrion, and it was the way for rich Victorians to have the power of a full orchestra without having to hire a bunch of musicians. And they did like to party, those Victorians.
The Mauch Museum is a step back in the Wayback Machine. You have to check it out for yourself because while you see the tourism and the retail shops and the what's now and the TikToks and all the things, we didn't used to be that back in the day. Thanks to Brian Nowitzki and David Weinrich for being my crew and my cast on this episode of JTTV. And until next time, thanks for watching.